Hello, everyone. I'm Dees Hinton with Central Mississippi Real Producers, and we're here today for another edition of our Central Mississippi Real Producers podcast. And we've got a great lineup today, and I have with me Gingerlin Wallace, who is our, what are you, Gingerlin? You're our Creative Marketing Director. Yeah. And Gingerlin also has her own business, staging and interior design business, G Designs, and she has been with us, helping me with these kind of things, marketing efforts to offer to our partners and to real estate agents, and she's been with us a few years doing this, and also today we have Eddie Coleman with Complete Exteriors, Roofing and Gutters. And Eddie and Complete Exteriors are a great partner. They're a partner, have been with us now for, I don't know, 2 years, I think, something like that. And they're a great partner of ours. And so we're going to be talking today about real producers, talking about several things we've got going on, and also to get to know Eddie. And the whole purpose of what we do at Real Producers is relationship building, and specifically among the top producing real estate agents in our area and industry professionals like Eddie. And that's what we do. And the way that we do that is through our magazine publications, digital and print magazine publications that we do on a monthly basis, which, by the way, we are currently working on publication number 60.
Wow.
60 months of doing real producer publications, and really proud of that. And we're going to be announcing a big 5-year celebration.
Getting ready to celebrate.
Here really soon. So anyway, in addition to the publications where we tell the stories and share the success of the top agents in our area, we also have networking, social events done on a quarterly basis, and we invite the top agents and our partners to come together and shake hands and hug necks, and
it's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. Enjoyed them greatly.
Yeah, have some good food and beverage, and again, in building relationships. And I think that's the best way I know of having been in life for a long time and business for a long time. Just the face-to-face interaction, I think you can't beat that for building relationships. And then also social media, Facebook and Instagram. We're there on Facebook and Instagram. And by the way, our podcast can be seen on our YouTube site. And you want to tell everybody where that is?
Yes, we would absolutely love for you to follow our YouTube channel. You can go to YouTube and just search Central Mississippi Real Producers. It should pop right up. And you can also listen to the podcast on any of your podcast platforms. It should be on any of the feeds. And make sure you follow so that you do see the new ones when they pop up. We have a lot of great agents and partners, and you don't want to miss it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I wanted to mention that we're coming to you today live from Partee Photography Studio. Thanks to Kalen Partee for his work with us. Kalen has been working with Central Mississippi Real Producers with us from the very beginning, and he's been a great asset and does a great job with our videos.
Makes us look so professional.
Event videos, and KP is kind of moving on up in the world too with all his photography business too. So he's staying real busy.
Busier and busier.
Yeah,
That's great.
Okay, so really what we want to try to do today, again, is just kind of get to know Eddie a little bit more and talk about Eddie's business, Complete Exteriors, and Gingerlin. I think Gingerlin's got about 49 questions.
That's right, you ready?
For you. So.
I got it. No problem. Let's do it.
Well, one of the things we like to do getting started is hear a little bit about who you are as a person.
Okay.
Before we jump into the business side of it, just tell us a little bit about who is Eddie Coleman.
Absolutely. Well, first, let me start with thank you, Dees. Thank you, Gendrelyn, for this opportunity. Really have enjoyed working with you guys. Also working with Gendrelyn in our office, trying to get it up to date and some modernized things, and she's been a great help with that. So getting to know you has been great for us. So we're very happy with this relationship. But Eddie Coleman, so how did Eddie Coleman get into the roofing business? Well, grew up in Eupora, Mississippi, a big, huge metropolis area.
Been through there.
A couple red lights, that's right. We got a Sonic, and we got a McDonald's now. That's pretty big. Grew up Eupora, Mississippi, North Mississippi, and went to Ole Miss. Went there, graduated there, met my wife there. My wife is Margot. She played golf for Ole Miss. She was on the golf team, and lettered up there.
The association, isn't she?
She was over the Mississippi Golf Association for 19 years.
Yeah.
And then now, I think it's 5 or 6 or 7, I'm probably going to get in trouble for not knowing that, over the first tee of Central Mississippi. So nonprofit again, with kids in golf. She loves kids in golf.
Yeah,
so she's always been involved in the golf stuff, which is amazing.
That's really neat.
And really why I quit playing golf, because I got tired of getting beat by girls. I can admit that, and my manliness will let me admit that. I look at her, and I'm so much bigger than she is, and I'm like, how is she out driving me? And it's right down the center, and she can make the ball back up and do all these things, and I'm just happy to hit the green, and I'm out. There's other things I'm good at. I'm gonna let her have that, and I'm gonna go over here. So she drove me out of golf. So we met at Ole Miss. Moved down here. Took a job with a company called First Tower Corp. Right out of college job. In the business world. Did that, and it was kind of a cubicle job. Great people, great organization, but didn't see a lot of different people every day. I love people. I love being in the community and doing that. Had an opportunity come up, and I got into insurance. So I was an insurance agent.
Something about that.
Yeah.
27 years.
Yep. I did it for 21.
Okay.
And I was with Shelter Insurance right here in the local Jackson area. And I reached a level with them that you could retire. So I was pretty young, to be able to do that. But I reached that age, and I said, do I want to continue doing this? Basically in insurance, you either got the agents that do it till they die.
That's right.
Or do I want to go start a second career? Yeah. Well, obviously I did choose a second career, but I got to know Joe Boyd. So Joe Boyd owns Complete Exteriors. He started it in 2007. I knew Joe. We were friends through friends. My office was not far from where Complete Exteriors is now. And so I saw the growth on the hill. Up on top of a hill, more trucks, more activity, more things. I knew Joe was doing well. So as I decided to, what is Eddie going to do? I want a business that's safe, right? Insurance is pretty safe. I don't want to jump into crypto market or something, So I said, look, roofs are not going to, there's not an invention going to come along that replaces a roof. No, people don't need roofs anymore.
Right.
Most of your insurance companies, sell homeowners insurance, and typically that's how a roof, more often than not in Mississippi, gets replaced is by insurance. Right. Insurance companies are safe and do amazing jobs. So love that industry. I obviously knew a little bit about it. So I liked that. And I really liked Joe's values as a person. I liked the industry, and I saw where I could add value in the sales side of things. Mm-hmm. Insurance, teach you how to sell, know what I mean? And it's competitive, Yeah. And so was able to take that and apply it to the construction sales, roofing sales. And it's been a great mix. It's been a little over 3 years now.
Yeah. Awesome.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Sales was the only reason that I chose to do this. I was in insurance, like you said, for 20 something years. And I knew absolutely nothing about publishing a magazine when I started this endeavor, but I did have a lot of experience in sales, and that's what you got to do to keep this going and to get it going. And sales is about relationship building. You've got your products and features and benefits and all that everybody has that have to be competitive, but quite honestly, it's relationships that keep your business, keep you in business. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and roofing is highly competitive. Obviously, there's a lot of good roofing companies out there. Yes. So tell us, what do you think makes Complete Exteriors kind of stand out and makes y'all unique?
Okay, so let's break down the roofing industry, and we'll focus on Central Mississippi. Like you said, it's very competitive. Probably in our area, there's probably literally 200 people that call themselves roofers. Wow. And so you start breaking that down, right? You get guys that worked somewhere else, or maybe their grandfather was in the construction or something, and you kind of got what we call the one-man roofing business, right? He's one or two people, and he kind of does his deal. He's got his niche market, and he does a great job. Then you get expanding a little bit. You get a guy that gets him, maybe a couple salespeople, maybe a little this, and that kind of gets to be a little market, And then you get guys that get to that mid-range. They got 3 or 4 salespeople. They got maybe a production guy, maybe a lady in the office, kind of get that mid-level. You get starting to get to where we are. We have 33 employees now. We service the entire Central Mississippi area. We have an office in Hattiesburg. We have an office in Gulfport, Mississippi. Okay. So pretty much Central Mississippi all the way down, we have offices and full-on sales and service staff. And we're going into North Mississippi soon. We roof up there, but we don't have a location there just yet. But yeah, you get to be big like that. And there's others in our area that are big like that. And then some branch off and they go to maybe purely commercial. Some stay in the residential realm. Some do a little bit of both. We like to branch off into the specialty world, which is like cedar roofs, slate tile roofs, like Bourbon Street, stuff like that. We like those. We're really good at those, and we like playing in that world and taking care of those customers. And the residential world is real good for us. Joe started it, and maybe what separates us is Joe started as the one-man guy. Started at a fold-out table with a laptop. He was a mechanical engineer that came down from Michigan with Nissan. Okay. Of course, met a Mississippi woman, got married, had some kids, kind of got to dabbling into roofing through a side deal, helping a buddy out and saw where he liked it, saw where he understood it, his engineering mind, how to force water to do things water doesn't want to do, because water wants to go where it's easy. And he applied that to it and was just really good at it, right? Yeah. And the way Joe sold and serviced his customers was something internally we call the one extra. So look, it's a construction project, right? We're tearing the entire top of your house off. Right. We're dropping those shingles and materials and trash. It has to hit the ground or something, Right. You're going to damage some bushes sometimes. You're going to mess up a flower bed. It's going to happen. Well, when Joe would do that, or if that would happen, not only would he replace that one bush, he would mulch the entire bed. Or, if we damaged one shutter, we're replacing all the shutters, kind of just that one extra that really make sure we have a satisfied customer. Mm-hmm. So many people say that. It's so many taglines, but Joe lived that out. And so what happened was like what happens with a lot of one-man roofing, people are very loyal to him because he did them a good job. Right. Okay, well then more people wanted to use him, and that means more, Joe can't be at the same place at the same time. Right. And Joe made the conscious decision to scale. Like, all right, I want to be bigger. I want to be able to service more people, right? Yeah. And so he did that. He started scaling, hiring, adding sales, adding production, blah, blah, blah. Well, you kind of, again, talked about levels, kind of start reaching levels. So then it became, I can't do this by myself, right? Right. And I want to get bigger because not only do I want to just service my people well, I want to make this a generational business. Now we've got a pretty solid base, got a good reputation. People really enjoy working with us and seek us out. We don't sell to roof one time. We sell to roof your house forever. Anytime you need that, kind of like selling a set of tires. Right. If you need tires on your car, you just come to us. Right. You don't worry about it. You just, and it's time for tires. Come see us. And
you're probably going to need it more than once.
That's right. Typically people are going to do about 2 roofs in their lifetime. Today people are moving around a little more than they did. Sure. Real estate market, right? So it tends to go up a little bit. So if we do that, if we roof for you in Pearl and you move to Madison, we want to roof for you in Madison. Yeah.
Right.
And we have our share of hailstorms.
Well, the weather in Mississippi is kind to the roofing industry, not so kind to the insurance business. And I saw that from the insurance side. I said, boy, these claims are going up, and weather's interesting. That was another thing that maybe point in this direction. I won't tell a story about that. Yeah. So then Joe, how to scale correctly and ensure that a complete exterior roof is installed each and every time, because he can't be at every install. Right. He can't be. So how do you take Joe and put him in 10 different places? Because we'll roof 5-6 roofs a day throughout Mississippi. We're roofing 3 today. Wow. 2 here, one in Madison, one in Brandon, and one in Biloxi, I believe. But how do you ensure that a complete exterior roof is done? And then I'll go into depth of what is a complete exterior roof, right? Roofing's roofing, right?
That's right.
So a real estate agent is a real estate agent, right? Wrong. Anybody can put a sign in the yard and say, I sell real estate.
Right.
The good ones, the ones you guys deal with. And that's why we love this is you connect us with the movers and the shakers and not the people playing real estate agent, right? I mean, I've been to your events, I've been to the deals. I see the people that you highlight, Tony Bahu and others, and Alyssa Yarrow and Mandy Gardner. And I mean, these are the movers and shakers in Mississippi, right? Well, I feel like I bring the best roof to the market. I just got to be a little bit cocky about that, right? There's other good roofers. There's tons of them, right? But I put my roof against you. Let's go inspection to inspection. But every real estate agent's not a real estate agent. Every roofer's not a roofer. Okay. If you're just taking shingles and putting them on top of old shingles, is that roofing? I mean, it kind of works, but okay, how deep down do we go? Do we really take the entire old roof off, really inspect the wood underneath to see what's rotted, what's not? There's things called metal flashings, okay? Start separating your roofers here, right? Lots of roofers out there don't understand, don't mess with, don't have the capabilities to change, address those. We address them on every single roof we touch. We do not go around that. So many, and I'm not going to call names, chimneys on the roof, they don't touch it. They don't mess with it. Hit it with some caulk, put some shingles, new beautiful shingles right up to it, maybe hit it with a little spray paint and ease on down the road and call themselves a roofer. Not us. Check me on it. Not us. We take that roof down. We address every flashing, all the rotted wood, everything, and we document our process. So that's how we ensure, and Joe can sit back and I can sit back and ensure that every roof we install is up to par. It's through technology and it's through checklists and process and procedures, right? And it's documented, it's proven. It's hard to be in the same place. 3 roofs going on a day. It's hard to be in that different location. Can't do it. So you got to rely on technology, training, process, procedure. And that's how I can look at a customer, or one of my salespeople can look at a customer and say, we're going to install a good roof for you. We're going to take care of your home just like it was my grandmother's. We can prove it to you. We're not just saying this to you. We can follow along as your roof was going on. We have pictures updated live in real time that you're welcome to have access to. We'll send you reports, whatever you choose, or if you want to be there and watch. Boom, all throughout the process. So you don't have to ask, I wonder if they did this.
Right.
No, we did one in my neighborhood recently. Love this lady to death, like a grandmother to me, really. And we do her roof, and I kind of explain how we're doing it and this and that, and she's watching all of it, and she honestly literally making lunch for the crew and just taking them lemonade, like this kind of deal. So a few houses over and back, you could see the back of this house. Another person was getting a roof. It was not us putting it on. And she's analyzing it. She doesn't text. She calls me. They didn't do this. You said to take all the old felt off, and they did not do that. I'm sitting here watching, and I'm going to call so-and-so and tell them they didn't do it. It's funny, but I mean, that happens every day. It happens every day. You can see us. You look at our roofs, like I said, you're going to see the whole thing come off. You're going to see all that wood decking. You're going to see all brand new synthetic felt. We don't, the old tar paper. We don't even do that anymore. We just straight synthetic felt. It's an upgrade. We don't charge for that. It's part of a complete exteriors roof. You'll see the new felt go on. You see all the shingles start happening. You can tell. Like, I know for 100% fact that's happening. No questions asked. So I think that's it. We can do everything on that roof. Nothing scares us. We have all the capabilities in-house, full in-house sheet metal shop, any custom flashing, anything that needed to be built for your particular roof in-house. We don't have to order it. We don't have to go down to Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever and buy it. We build it in-house to your roof, to your specification, not make a universal thing fit your chimney. No, we measure what you need and build it to you. Wow. And then, and do all that in a day or two. If it's a huge house, maybe 2 days. Most houses, we can show up and be gone in 1 day.
That's nice.
So, I mean, for you as a customer, do you want to deal with this for 2 weeks? No. You want guys in your yard, tearing your yard up, trash everywhere, people in and out and all that loud banging and gun nailing and stuff? You want that going on for 2, 3, 4 days? I mean, how your pets, they're going to love that? No. You want, it's the world we live in. You want in and out. We try to do that.
Hey, let me ask you about something. I was in your place a while back now, and I saw some solar shingles. Have you guys been able to do that? Is that something that's
Not yet,
happening? Or?
but it is sitting on G, waiting on O. It is Mississippi. Look, is always a late adopter, right? And there's things in legislature and blah blah blah. I won't get into all that, but the company GAF has an amazing solar product that is set to revolutionize solar as we know it today. It's a solar shingle. Yeah. It is not a panel that goes bolted, lag bolts down through your. It's not any of that. It is an actual shingle. We have samples of it at the office. Yeah, we've got them. If somebody's interested, talk to me. But it's not released to Mississippi just yet. Okay. But it's coming. It's so close. And I can't wait. I'm excited about it.
The reason I was asking you about that is
mad at me that we can't give it to them today. I want it today.
They have to like pass a.
It's so
what's holding
power
back?
Companies, so regulations and install procedures and bonding and things with that nature. The legislature got close this time on some fortified roofing grants and things. So there's a lot of federal tax credit stuff that really makes it work because it's expensive. Let's be honest.
Well, that has happened.
That's right.
Federal tax credits has happened.
And a lot of states have also added and put their portion on top of it as well. Yeah. And Mississippi kind of had something like that with Entergy. But again, we all over the state. So Mississippi Power on the coast, Southern Pine is big here. So Entergy had a little something, but the other. So Entergy is a forefront on this. They're ready to. They're right on top of it to make it happen. So 90% of it is in place. We're waiting on about the last 10%. Okay. Now, I could do solar panels and things, but honestly, I don't believe in it. And if I don't believe in it, I'm not putting it on your house. Mm-hmm. That's just being honest. That's old technology. The analogy that I can give is like right here, we all have iPhones now, right? Right. These, I'm not going to say, these and I know about the old flip phone. Yeah. Right. All right.
Definitely do.
That's
Believe it or not,
I know about the bag
I'm not messing with you on that. So the old flip phone is what solar with a panel is like. That's the technology you're dealing with. Yeah. The new, what I'm talking about is iPhone 15 with all the cool whatevers. Yeah. That's how big a jump it is in the solar world. Yeah. So I'm not messing with the old. We're waiting on the new. It's worth the wait.
Yeah. I'm kind of investigating it myself since they've passed the tax credit stuff, just trying to figure out, is it feasible to get involved in solar? I don't have any trees around my place. I got a lot of sun, and so I'm just kind of looking at the solar generation stuff.
So a couple fast facts, just anybody can apply this, is you want to pull, you can go to Google and you can put solar at my house and put your address in, and it will show you how the sun hits your house. And it's not an end-all be-all guide, but it's pretty close. It shows you enough. Tree coverage or something, it would root that out pretty fast. It's like, you're just not a great candidate for solar.
And in addition to that, you'll get 39 phone calls.
You will, so be careful. Probably don't put your don't put your right phone number on it. Yeah, there's a tip
from Googling.
Yeah, don't put your correct phone number in that. But you can do that. Good catch there. You want to make sure you can put at least a 10 kilowatt system on your house, and it'll designate that out to if you want to try to start erasing a power bill or really cutting into it. And then you want to make sure you're going to be there. If you're going to sell in a couple years, you are not going to realize the money benefit of it. It's not going to happen. But if you're going to be there, it's your forever home, you plan to retire through it, or you're going to be there for 10 years or more, that's when you can start realizing and making money or cutting your power bill out, those type of things. Yeah. So a couple quick little fast solar hits.
I've been there almost 24 years now and not going anywhere.
So let's take that example. So had we had this 24 years ago, right? Yeah. And you would have did it. It would have been an investment, obviously. I mean, let's just say you just straight out of the pocket did it. Yeah. It's going to be, and here's a fast number for you too. Whatever your roof costs, it's about double that. So if you want to go solar, so if you have $20,000 roof, it's probably $40,000. Just fast math.
So you have to replace the whole roof to do.
That's when you would do this. You don't have to, but it makes the most sense because in a typical roof replacement, like I said, your insurance is paying the majority of this. So 20,000 of that would be covered. Gotcha. So you would really only be out of pocket 20,000. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. But then if you do that, it's going to take a hot minute to realize that savings because yes, it's going to cut your power bill out, which you would be paying monthly anyway. Right. That's kind of your payment on the $20,000. So how long would it take to get that $20,000 paid off? Right. Then you're making money. Right. For you, 24 years. Oh my gosh, you would have.
Yeah.
A you would have, I'm not going to say you would have paid for your house, but oh my, you would have.
So they send you, I've heard about this. They send you like a check or something for excess power that you're not using. Is that right?
Net metering is what this is called.
Okay.
So, and we have that in Mississippi. That's a legislative thing.
Okay.
So they don't pay you 1-to-1. So power company sells you power for X amount, right? Well, just because you're generating yourself, you didn't put the lines up and the meters and stuff. So they don't sell it back to you 1-to-1, but it's a decent little percentage. So what you want is that 10, 12, 14,000 or 14,000 kilowatt system will start erasing your power bill. I don't know how cold you like it, how much you run your air conditioner, how much you don't, kids, and all these things factor in how much power you use. But on a normal home, normal deal, 12,000 kilowatt system, you're going to really cut your power bill way down, if not even get rid of it. And that's your goal. You want a system big enough, if you can do it, that cuts that power bill out. Not so that you're making money, but you cut it out to where you're not paying them money. You're paying somebody something each month. Either giving that to Entergy, Southern Pine, or as an investment back to you. And then in a time frame, it pays that off. And then now that money's, you just don't spend it each month. Right.
Well, in Mississippi, they don't actually pay you for the excess power. They bank it.
That's right. It's credited. That's right.
Yeah. It's kept up with in a bank, and it goes against your usage.
Yeah. You won't, and on a typical home system, you wouldn't generally have one big enough to make money.
Gotcha.
Right. I mean, generally because the size of the house kind of dictates how many panels and things you can put on. So,
but you can easily, you don't really want to try to make money off of it. You just want to cover your needs.
Right.
That's right.
And I guess if you bank it, then you have like a week where there's not a lot of sunshine.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And then also in the summertime, obviously in the July and August in Mississippi, you're using that air conditioner, right?
That's right.
But then in the spring time you don't. So you may make a little extra there, and then it maybe your power bill in those months is $50. Gotcha. Then in the other ones you don't have a power bill. It just depends on your system and stuff. Gotcha. It's coming to Mississippi. Be patient, hold tight.
You'll be doing those soon, huh?
You will like it when it gets here. I can promise you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see solar working in the future. You used iPhones as an example. Cell phone technology. Like I said, I went from a bag phone to a flip phone.
Me too.
To what we've got now.
Yep.
And I think I kind of look at solar kind of the same way. That
we are witnessing, the Tesla roof. This is very similar to that. We are witnessing the second real generation of solar right now. Yeah. And it'll change again, 15 years, 10 years, 20, who knows? There'll be something better. Panels will be more efficient. It'll happen. But this jumping on this right here will carry you through that time period, I believe. I don't think it'll outrun you that fast. I think when you're ready for another one, it'll be ready to do it again. Yeah. And you'll have somewhat of the infrastructure in place to swap it out, kind of like we do cell phones. Yeah. I think we're getting really close to that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about just kind of basics of you've got a client customer who needs a new roof. Mm-hmm. What does that look like? Maybe they want to call 2 or 3 people.
Well, let's talk about the April 9th, right? We just had a hailstorm come through there, right? And what happened April the 10th? It looks like election day with all the roofing signs out at every corner. People in Madison are going crazy, picking up all the signs, the building inspectors and stuff.
Y'all come out, y'all do
that happens.
Quote.
So, if somebody just knocks at your door, let's start with that, because that's typically the way it happens. You get the door knock, right? Well, how do you determine real fast in a short time period, do I want to deal with this person or not? Right. Obviously we would wish you'd say, hey, I got a roofer, completes my guy, I want to call them. That's best case scenario. But look, most people don't, it's such a large, massive event that, you got to do. So start asking questions. Hey, how long y'all been in business? Where's your office at? Are you from Mississippi? That's a big one. When the big stuff hits, roofers from Texas and Florida and anywhere else show up. They come in here and they take advantage of people. Let's just be honest. They're in, they're out. You'll never get them back. If you have any kind of issues, they're gone. Or you get a brand new roofing company that has this lifetime workmanship warranty. Buddy, you've been in business 6 months. How are you lifetime warranting anything? Like, your warranty should not be longer than you've been in business. I think that's kind of a common sense one. So good question at the door. You got any Google reviews I can look at real quick? Right? We got almost 200 Google reviews. we've been in business long. We got enough. We got people will tell you the truth on that kind of stuff. It's hard to hide from those Google reviews. Right. So if you're not doing what you're supposed to, and we got a couple bad ones in there. We've made boo-boos before. They're there. Sure. We don't take them out. We own it. We answer it. Yep. I've got one about one of our guys supposedly speeding in Florida. We didn't even operate in Florida when that guy put that on there, but he will not take it off. And you'll see the pattern in there. So sometimes that happens too. But check them out. Licensed, bonded. Who am I dealing with, right? Yeah. And if the first thing out of their mouth is, hey, you've got damage, you should file a claim, or we'll just do your roof for $11,000. Like, if any of this is happening to you, stop the process. Get you a good roofer. Right. I know plenty of them advertising here. Jump on Facebook, Google search, whatever you want to do. Find somebody reputable. Then start the process. And then here's what that process should look like. Okay. A no hassle, not trying to get you to do anything until we look at your roof. Let's get up there, not fly a drone, unless it's steep and crazy. Right. Let's get a person on that roof taking pictures and video, come off and show them to you. Prove to you your roof, really not a generic picture of up close hail damage. Oh yeah, Deez, your roof is smashed. Look at this one picture. Yeah. Is that off my roof? That ain't look like my shingle color. And guys, this happens. This all happens out there. Wow. If they're not at least the bare minimum doing that for you, stop the process. Right. Go somewhere, do something else. Then, okay, there is damage up there. Okay. Before I go and file a claim, before I call my insurance agent, can you talk to me about the process? So if the guy cannot explain to you what this looks like, what are the negative impacts to you? Because look, filing a claim on your insurance is not the greatest thing ever, right? That's right. And it's not, no insurance company gets so excited for everybody filing 1 million claims. Right. There's a process, there's a procedure. Yes, you have homeowners insurance, and yes, it's absolutely designed to help you in this, but you need to do it correctly. Right. There's procedures and guidelines you need to do so you don't get in trouble or go against your policy and you get caught with the bag. The insurance says, well, per your policy, we don't cover that. Right. Yep. And then that guy's sure going to want the money from you. Somebody's going to write him, or he's going to put a lien on your house or do terrible things. Stop the process. Anytime you don't feel comfortable, stop the process. Yeah. Then talk to your insurance agent. Hey, I've got pictures, I've got video of damage on my roof. This guy's telling me, even if it's complete exteriors is telling me I need to file a claim. Do you agree with that? Yes, no, indifferent. We'll be happy to talk to your agent with you. Help guide you through this process, not just turn it loose and make it happen. A lot of them, guys, they just want to file claims and they just want to see what gets bought. And then they just take that money and run. Yeah. Slap a roof on. Some of them don't even do that. They run away with money. I mean, just all kind of crazy things.
Y'all usually get on the roof with the insurance inspector?
Absolutely. Well, there's the next process. So you file the claim, then an insurance adjuster is going to come out, right? Make sure that whoever you're doing, right, you're paying us, right? Make sure that we're there. Make sure a reputable contractor is there with your insurance company to show what they found. So, hey, you told me to file a claim. Right. You both show them that damage.
That's right.
Because don't waste their time. And get me in trouble.
I don't see any damage up here.
Exactly. And I'm not going to get, so many roofing companies and people are so quick to bash insurance. Insurance terrible. Oh, evil, big red with the Jake guy, No, if it's there, they'll do. I mean, they'll do what's right. Right. And if there's no damage, don't file claims and waste people's time. Yeah. Exactly. That's the stuff that makes rates go up and thing is wastefulness. Insurance is designed, this, to pay claims. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But it's not to pay frivolous claims. That's not to pay for 15 adjusters appointments that never happen. You have to pay those adjusters to go out there. Gas, insurance, time, clothes, shoes. Right. All that costs money. Somebody's paying. Yeah. So, yes, next. Your guys with you out there. They agree with the insurance adjuster there's damage. They help show it. Makes the process so much smoother and so much easier for you. Boom. They decide to pay for the roof. They get it. Okay, great. Person comes, sits down, and talks to you. How we're going to put your roof on? Generally, what shingles do you want? Let me recommend some to you. Do you want to upgrade now, or are you happy with what you have? If they're not talking to you like this and things, if they're just forcing stuff on you, stop the process. Right. Anytime you don't feel comfortable, stop the process. Trust me, there's 200 roofers out here that would love your business. I promise. There's plenty of people to choose from. Be very careful. And then if they're asking for a bunch of money up front, That's not good. We don't collect a dollar until the roof is installed and you're sitting there smiling and happy. That's a big deal.
That is a big deal.
So if they have to have money up front, stop the process. That's not good, right? You're paying for things you don't have yet.
Yeah. Well, if they have insurance, everything goes through the insurance. You do have deductibles and all.
That's right. But insurance releases money up to you up front, generally speaking.
Well, that's true.
And so you do have some, and some of them want that money up front before they start.
That's right.
Well, what are you saying? You don't trust the homeowner, or can you not afford the materials to get them there to do it? I'm not going to throw anything out. I'm just saying that's not good. Don't do it that way. Then once you're happy, boom, pay, 5-star review, shake hands. Yeah. Who can I help next? That's the process, what it should look like. And that's what we call the complete difference. We call it exceeding expectations. In everything we do, we preach it all day long throughout our entire company is exceed expectations. In the phone call you take, when you hang up, did I exceed that person's expectations? Was I friendly on the phone? Did I answer all their questions, or did I'm trying to eat my lunch and I got them off real fast? Right? If I told you, Dees, I'm going to be here at 1:00, did I show up at 1:30? That's not exceeding expectations. Right. If for our salespeople, we'd say, all right, we'll have a 1:00 appointment. Eddie says, if you're 5 minutes early, you're 10 minutes late. So you better be there by 12:45, right? Just small little common sense.
Right.
How we were born and raised. That's just how you're supposed to do it. Right.
That's right.
We try to do that. We try to, in today's world, sadly.
It's called respect.
Well, and sadly, you remember it's harder to find a time you had good experience at a place than nowadays it is you had a bad experience. So, and that's what we want to make this is a good experience. Through this entire, it's a process. Yeah. And who was there to hold you, stay in good communication, obviously deliver the product that you wanted there at the end.
Right.
That's our company. I think we have the reputation, the Google reviews, the reference list, the resume of work to prove it to you that we can do this and we can do it well. Now, do we make mistakes? Absolutely we do. Let me tell you one we just made. I shouldn't say this on air. Joe will probably kill me, but I don't care. We took a shingle off somebody's wrong house the other day. That's not good. That's not good.
Hilarious.
So one of the insurance companies requested that we take a shingle off and send it in. It's a company called iTel, so they could see if this shingle was discontinued or not, blah, blah, blah. It's just one of the insurance processes. We take care of it for people all the time. But our guy went and took it off the wrong house, and it's not a house that we were dealing with or talking to.
Hilarious.
So guess who is getting their fascia and soffit repaired that was needing it, and a whole slope over here replaced. Right. And if she wants me to cut her grass, we're probably going to cut her grass. I don't know. But lady's very fine, very nice, thankful funny. For that. But we make mistakes. We are not perfect.
Will you please accidentally come take a shingle off my roof?
Yeah, that's kind of the deal. It's and we owned it. Happened Friday night. We were on the phone with them that night at 9:00. Saturday morning, we were out there assessing the damage, making sure, you took it off the edge. I mean, so, if there was any water issues or anything like tarp fixed, we own it. We did it.
Wow.
Yeah, we make mistakes. Right. Guys, we make mistakes.
Sure.
We got a lot of projects. We got a lot happening.
But it's important to know somebody who will make it right, follow up on it, go again above and beyond to not just do the bare minimum. But,
no, we will. We absolutely will. 100%. Anybody that could catch me on that, please ever let me know of an instance that we did not, and we'll make it right today. That's a big thing. Joe started that.
Yeah.
And he has charged us with our core values to live that out. Yeah. And honestly, that's the type of company I wanted to go work for.
Absolutely.
And back to me on that is, I was in the corporate world, right? I was looking for a company that had values like that. I was looking for a company that, I'll say it out loud, I can pray at a meeting and pray at my meals. Amen. That's the world,
Important.
And for me, that was important. And we have that where we're at. And that's the culture that we kind of try to build and help. The upgrades and things we're talking about doing at the office, making our training area better. The better our people are trained, the better service they do in the community, right? Anytime we had a situation today, we had a leadership team meeting before this, and we addressed a situation where, we had a little miscommunication. We went out to do a project for a lady. Monday morning quarterback it. Where did it go wrong? How did we make this mistake? Wasn't a big mistake, very minor, but still miscommunication. And how do we not do that again? And that's what we do a lot is that Monday morning quarterback. How can we get better?
Yep.
How can we exceed expectations? When we fail, what could we have done to turn this around? And it's usually small things, usually calling someone back on time.
Right.
I forgot to send that email I told you I'd send. I said I'd be there at 2:00. I got there at 2:30. I should have called on my way.
Yeah.
Small things like that. But
Right.
in as competitive a market as it is, and as our society is, society wants everything right now. Okay, if that's what you want, that's what
Yeah.
we're going to strive to deliver. We're going to exceed your expectations, whatever those are.
Yeah.
We're going to try to exceed them.
Right.
There you go.
I love it.
Very similar qualities that Real Producers and the N2 company has. The two founders of the N2 company are both Christians, and when we have big, large meetings, like I'm leaving tomorrow, going to Atlanta for one, and we might have 500 or 600 people there, and they lead a worship service at our national meetings, and then a portion of every dollar of income that we bring in from advertising goes to fight human trafficking. You've probably heard me talk about that before, and so it's very important to us, the experience, the relationship building, and that everything's done right and above board, and everybody's happy.
That's right.
To God be the glory.
Absolutely. So. We do that. We don't advertise those things. And the way we do it is if you choose to do business with us, we send a year-end deal and emails, and we try to stay in contact. And we say, well, Ginger Lynn, because you chose to do business with us, we were able to do X, Y, Z, and kind of start listing those projects out. You won't see a lot of that on our social media and websites and things. We don't, I believe we're charged to do those, so we have 3 core values. One of them is all in. And that's what we ask our people at Complete Exteriors to do, is be all in. This is not like Kroger, a job. Nothing wrong with that. Where 8 to 5, you beep, you go, you do your job, you go home and don't think about it. We service our people whenever they need it, and this, someone has a tree in their roof, or you come in. When this storm happened, we had that. I was on the phone at 10:30 at night with an insurance agent, 3-way call with a customer. There in the morning, chainsaws a humming, roof tarp,
Right.
But I mean, you got to be all in. This is not just a show up, do your time and go home job. None of our people are like that. The next is servant's heart. You have to sell with a servant's heart. If you're there to serve, if I'm really, truly here to serve you, the money will work itself out.
That's right.
Don't have to talk about money, honestly. I'm just, how do you want your home taken care of? How do you want it fixed and replaced? It will work itself out. It always does. And then own it. Take the shingle off the wrong house, you got to own it, buddy. Yeah. You don't call that person back on time, you got to own it. You were supposed to be there at 2:30 or 2 or whatever, you got to own it. But that servant's heart is, we do these things, we feel that we're called to, we're blessed, and we do a lot of different things. But that's what we don't put out on social media like that. But we let our people that helped fund it, because honestly, you did. We kind of brag about it to you and let you know you were a part of making that happen as well. That's just how we do it.
I love that.
Absolutely, and that goes a long way where we live in Mississippi. That's important to lots of us around.
Yeah. Well, you got to be involved in your community. Is another thing. Picking out a contractor, any contractor, real estate agents as well.
Yeah.
Which one of your real estate agents are participating in their community?
Yeah.
Which ones are they just a user, just using everything in the community? Are they putting it back into that community? We sponsored the Brandon Amphitheater. It's a lot of money, but what a beautiful facility. What joy does that thing help bring to so many people in the entire state and even outside? We're
Can you help
so
me with
happy.
Tickets to those events?
I can. I know a guy.
All right.
Which one you want? Don't say Lauren Daigle.
Well, actually, I already have Lauren Daigle.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Yeah.
So I'm going to that.
Yep.
So yeah.
No, we have.
No, I'm going to hit you up on that.
Do it.
I really want to go see Creed.
Okay. I think I may have some Creed tickets left.
Okay.
But yeah, part of our sponsorship. You'll see that on our social media.
Okay.
We do a lot of giveaways for
fun.
tickets and things. Yeah, we try to make it fun. Like, follow, share, all the fun stuff.
Right.
We try to build your audience there. And so Super Bowl, I had this idea, and internally we did it, and externally we were like, look, these giveaways, like some of them junk. Who wants one of my company's koozies and T-shirt and a hat? I love it. I wish everybody in the brother would wear all the Complete Exterior stuff. Please come by my office. I'll give you some. But do you really want to do all the like, follow, and share for another company's deal? No. So I said,
you got to give away something good.
look, I had this idea and I just ran with it. And I said, look, a couple weeks before Super Bowl, we're giving away a TV. And we ain't giving away a small little TV.
Yeah.
We're giving away 75-inch, 4K, ultimate, bad boy. Like,
there you go.
Something would make me participate in one of those little silly things. I'm like, hold on now. That's a pretty good prize. I'm gonna go with that. Great response. Absolutely great response. Then my people inside the company said, hey, we're giving that away to outsiders. You know, what about us?
We want a TV.
Challenge accepted. So I charged them with a contest. I said, I want you to make a 2 to 3 minute video. Shoot it on your phone. Everybody's got phones. And I want you to explain the company core values to us. You know, shoot me a video and explain the company core values. And out of submissions, whoever did the best one wins. And I will buy you the exact same TV. And so we did. Awesome. And one of my field supervisors, if you'll look on our Facebook stuff, on our social media, it's on there. His name is Zach. Killed it. Field supervisor. He's the guy that would be at your house the day of the install, documenting, making sure everything happens.
Gotcha.
Killed it. It's an amazing video. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, wow. And it was one of the first ones to come in. And I didn't say anything. I didn't want to discourage, but I'm like, y'all losing. Like I believe the winners in the clubhouse, you know. And so Zach killed it. But yeah, we got him the TV, and he has rubbed it in everybody's face.
I bet.
Yeah, I'm tired today. I've been up all night watching my TV, you know, and just, this is great. And then a lady we did a roof for, she won the TV, and we went and delivered it to her, so she was ecstatic.
That's great.
So things like that, man. Give the community, but the tickets, we do the ticket giveaways like that, and we want to give back to the community, you know. And obviously, it's good marketing. You know, obviously, it's good getting your word and your message out. But just it's fun. Yeah. It's just fun, man. It is. You know,
it is.
Really, we're blessed. Like I said, a lot of business, a lot of good stuff.
Yep.
So give back a little bit, have fun with it. You know.
That's right. That's right. Okay, well, let's talk about how to get in touch.
Yeah.
All right, one of the best ways is to look for the Complete Exteriors ad.
Yep.
In our Real Producers
great magazine. You can pick up at so many different locations.
They always have a really nice ad, and they're also in our list of preferred partners. But do you have a direct line that you want people to call you, or is this it right here?
Yes, you can always call that number, 601-326-2755. Even if you're on the Gulf Coast or whatever, they have their own number, of course. But I mean, that's our main number to the home office. We will get you in touch with the right people, no matter where you're at. Look at our website. You know, you can go to our website and get a quote on your roof right now within seconds.
What's your website address?
CompleteExteriorsMS.com. Just Google search Complete Exteriors. You'll find us.
Okay.
But yeah, you can get a quote on your roof right now. So if you're dealing with someone else and you think they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes, you can go in there real quick within seconds and pull a estimate right on your roof, and it's accurate. It's close, and that way you know without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. Of course, you see all our work, everything that's on our website, and anything that's on our social media is work we've done. We use no stock photos. If it's on there, it is work we have performed and done. There you go. And what's funny is there's other roofers in there that put pictures up, and it's our work that they're showing because we do work for other roofers.
Oh wow.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, that's funny.
So
that's interesting.
we have a good time with that. We like to send them stuff behind the scenes and say, hey, man, your hat sure looks good.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, why is our truck in it? You know, they're like, oh, man, I thought I cropped that out or whatever. Well, you didn't, buddy.
That's hilarious. Okay, and another thing, real estate agents, I know that Eddie loves to talk. Mm-hmm. And he is great at teaching and explaining roofing questions. And I say that because he's come and been at meetings, brokerages and stuff like that. So if that's something that you would like for him to come do, I know he's always open to that. So.
Yeah, well, we love to partner with the real estate. And that's the biggest thing we've gotten out of this is the relationships we've been able to rekindle and new relationships with your top producers. And look, real estate agents are trying to close business. They're trying to exceed expectations. Sure. They're trying to handle this and make this experience with their customer smooth. Well, what's the worst thing in real estate? Either the mortgage goes bad or the home inspection.
That's
right? Causes grief for everybody. Everybody's worried about that home inspection report coming in. And oh my goodness, there's 30 things on the home inspection report, and one of them's the roof. I love home inspectors. Love you guys. Y'all don't know anything about roofing. Not very many of you do, let me say. Hope I didn't piss everybody off. But, call us. That's what we are here for. We want it. Because, look, we don't try to get your business today. We love it, of course. But we want to do you a good job, show you what we're all about, show you that we're professional. And when you do have a roofing problem, then we're there. You know us. You're in touch with us. You've got our number. we'll come out and do that inspection for you. We'll get that report filled out and make the small correction that needs to be corrected, generally speaking, and you're on to closing, right? And we put that worry to bed. I can't do anything about your mortgage now. It's a whole nother thing. But the roof part of it, I got you. Call me.
That's right.
We do that all the time for people. We understand the urgency of getting it closed. We understand the thoroughness. Because look, if I'm buying a house and I got a report that says it's got a roofing problem, you can't just tell me I had a guy look at it.
That's right.
Like I need something professional. I need a report, and that's what we give. We give you a professional looking, documented report with explanations. We do it so much; it's extremely easy for us to do that, and it looks professional. No one's going to question it. No one's going to say, "Oh, I don't know about that." No, okay. Right. They obviously went and looked at it. Here's the proof. They obviously fixed, changed, did whatever, and it's been addressed. I can move on to the next thing, and that's huge. And look, so many of them, they don't want to mess with that. Oh, I'm just going out there. I'm not getting paid to go out there. I'm wasting my time because I know I can't get the roof. Well, that's right. You're not going to get the roof today. But if you give somebody good experience and good service, when they do have a problem, well, we sure love to be the one you call.
Yep. Good deal.
That's smart.
Well, Eddie, thank you so much for taking the time to come and share with us today.
Well, thank you for the opportunity.
I appreciate your business with us, and you're a great partner, and look forward to working with you for a long time.
Long time. No, we're loving it. We're happy with this relationship and partnership, and really have enjoyed becoming friends with you guys. And I love the events. Love coming to those and getting to see people I haven't seen in a while, or touching base with new friends and the new acquaintances we make at the events, and that's awesome.
Yep. Thanks again to Coleman Partee, KP, for hosting us today for this podcast. He always does a great job. He does. Tell everybody again where to find us.
That's right. Don't forget to go to YouTube and look us up, Central MS Real Producers. Make sure you follow, subscribe, all those things. Yep. You can also check our Real Producers Facebook page, and we will also post our links there so you can see all of those great videos and podcasts as they come out. We'll post them. And don't forget to look us up on your podcast feed, whatever podcast you follow. So
absolutely. Okay. I guess that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.